Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look today at the red and blue, the Montreal Canadiens, as they made a couple of moves here in the offseason with a little bit of cap space left and some guys that could potentially be offer sheeted. We're going to take a look at some of the moves that Marc Bergevin made this offseason so far. So let's get right into it. We're going to take a look at some of the depth moves that they made first. They made two depth signings on the forward side of things and on the blue line. Cedric Paquette, the 27-year-old left wing center, whatever you want to call him at this point, making $950K for this season. It's a one-year deal. Cedric Paquette adds some depth to the lineup, and with a guy like Phillip Danault leaving the organization, they're going to rely a lot more on guys like Nick Suzuki, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, and Ryan Poehling, as well as guys like, what's his name, the young guy. Now I gotta look. I forgot his name. Jake Evans, thank you. Jake Evans. They're going to rely on those guys a lot more. But now a guy like Paquette adds a little depth to the organization. Obviously, he's not too far away. He's playing for his hometown team as well, Paquette. Cedric Paquette sounds about right. Chris Weidman coming out of retirement. The 31-year-old defenseman last played with the Calgary Flames with that whole incident with the referee. Where he pretty much body checked the referee into the boards and said it was because of concussions and mental issues. But it seems like the Montreal Canadiens are just trying to find any way this offseason to stir people up. And Chris Weidman, they tried to do that once again, trolling the media, which I hate to say it, I kind of like. Some people may not agree with that, but whatever. David Savard, the 30-year-old left shot defenseman. There's no real argument here. He is a really solid defenseman. The 30-year-old defenseman signs a 4-year, $14 million contract to go to the Montreal Canadiens. It's $3.5 million per year. This contract will take him till he's 34 years old. He's played with the Columbus Blue Jackets, was a huge part of that team, won a Stanley Cup here with the Tampa Bay Lightning. So we know David Savard is a really good defenseman, a good shutdown defenseman. He played really on the second and third pair in Tampa, really the third pair alongside Sergachev in Tampa, but we know how good a guy like David Savard is. He will be in that top four for the Habs next year, kind of as a replacement to Shea Weber. Again, it's not the same player, but in a sense, what he brings to the table is not that far off from Shea Weber. And then they signed Mike Hoffman, the 31-year-old winger, to a 3-year, $13.5 million contract. That is $4.5 per year for Mike Hoffman. The St. Louis Blues lost a lot of guys this offseason in terms of their wingers. They lose a guy like Mike Hoffman here. They lose Jaden Schwartz. Mike Hoffman going here to the Montreal Canadiens. He wasn't one of the first signings. It took him till the afternoon to get a deal done. But Mike Hoffman now is a member of the Habs. Kind of like another Tyler Toffoli-esque player. This is a guy, he's a pure goal scorer. You're not getting him for his two-way game or his back-checking or penalty-killing ability. He's not really there for that. There's a guy that is pure goal scoring. He's got a really great release, and he's going to add some more offense to an already really good Canadiens group. Kind of replaces the contract of Phillip Danault, who left to go to the Los Angeles Kings. But we saw them replace some guys here and there and kind of shuffled the money around a little bit. But as of today, the Montreal Canadiens have less than $1 million in cap space. And that is a little bit concerning because the Montreal Canadiens still have to re-sign Artturi Lehkonen and Jesperi Kotkaniemi. So they do have some guys they have to worry about an offer sheet. I wonder if things change here in the coming days. If they maybe move out a contract or two, that will definitely be brought up. A guy like Jonathan Drouin, does he finally move out of Montreal now that they've brought in Mike Hoffman? It does seem like that could be the option here. And like I said, they have some interesting moves because next summer it doesn't get any easier. They have to re-sign Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki and Jake Evans, who are restricted free agents coming out of their entry-level deals. So, yeah, some interesting stuff in Montreal. I don't think they're done. Maybe a Drouin trade. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another trade come up here in Montreal to bring back Jesperi Kotkaniemi and why do I forget these names? Artturi Lehkonen. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think the Montreal Canadiens are going to get for a guy like Jonathan Drouin? Or if it's not Drouin, who else would move in order to keep Kotkaniemi and why do I keep forgetting Lehkonen and Lehkonen? Let me know your thoughts down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.